in the red, going left to right. Starting goaltenders this afternoon in the net. To our right, it's number 29, Andrew Ackerman from the Tri-Pen Osprey U18. And in the net to our left, it is Daniel Blanchard from the St. John Vitoes. So we'll certainly profile the players on the teams as there is 4 full teams present. It is a collection of what each hockey association for the province considers to be their best hopefuls, at least of the U16 variety. And certainly lots of Quebec Major Junior Hockey League scouts are here, and lots of hockey brass all around looking ahead and projecting ahead here for the Q Cup in Dieppe. We're just about set to go. It's just waiting for the officials. But for the starting lineups, coming from Zach O'Brien, Jordan Flynn on the left, Percy in center, and James Trainer on the right side. On the back end, Blake Maloney and Owen Dyke. And for Team Bourdon, it's Rogerson starting, flanked by McElraith and Deschamps. And on the back end is Murphy and Hannah. The puck is at center, and we are underway for the Quebec Junior Hockey League Cup 2014 presented by FPS Payment. Back in the Bourdon zone, it's McElraith up. We'll leave it softly for Rogerson coming in. It's Deschamps on the right side. His shot just missed far side blocker. Hannah keeps it in. Rogerson tried to play for a teammate. He'll hold it himself. Shot from 35, loose in front. And it's grabbed by Flynn, who will dump it to center. Grabbed out of the air by Murphy at the center circle. Murphy will hold back in his own zone. Pass it back for Hannah. Always interesting to see who will play with who in these short tournaments. These teams practiced this morning. And in a lot of cases, really the first time that these teams could meet each other and get used to each other, introduce each other. So certainly they played together in different camps and tournaments and things. Team Bourdon to center. Smith had it, lost it at the circle, but picking it back up. There's Rogerson, the end of a shift. He'll peel off and change. It's Max Shepard. Off the boards, grabbed by Clark behind the net. Clark head up near side, passes it up for Gill. At the point, cross ice. And it's over to Gucci. His shot from distance, stopped by Ackerman. And the first whistle of the hockey game is upon us. As we said, interested to see who plays with who. A little bit more variety in Team Zach O'Brien than there is in Team Luc Bourdon. The New Brunswick contingent, well represented from the New Brunswick U18 Major Hockey League. And for Team Zach O'Brien, it's much more over the map than around. That shot off a stick and into the back netting out of play. Team Luc Bourdon best represented by the Moncton Flyers with 6 representatives. St. John Vitoes have 4, the Fredericton Caps with 5, and the Northern Moose have 3. That's 18 of the 20 players on this squad. Gill wanted a shoot that was tipped. Shepard on the near side. 4-car pile up along the boards. Digging it out and grabbing it's Kalen Blake. He'll pick up speed through neutral and gain the blue lines. Got 3 wide, and Sahaj Paul and Connors to the net. Blake in behind the net was checked hard by Gucci. He'll get the puck back to the point. It's Pilgrim, he's checked, and up comes Moore for Team Bourdon. He's joined by Smith, feeding Smith in front. That's stopped by Ackerman, excuse me. It's passed up to Sahaj Paul. Sahaj Paul to center, Blake Estrada ahead, and that'll be offside at the Bourdon line. Just under 2 minutes in here on this Friday afternoon, and be interesting to see some jitters, see who performs well on this weekend series over a 3-day shot here at the Uni Surface in Dieppe, Lex. To start off these 2014 UMJHL Cup. More events like this still to come on the hockey calendar this winter. All accumulating up to the 2014 Quebec Junior Hockey League entry draft presented by Fernplast, which is coming here in Moncton next summer. As that one dumped down on the home side of center for Team Bourdon. The icing will come all the way back. We'll come to the left of goaltender Daniel Blanchard, who's coming off with a 27-save win in his last game on October the 1st against the Northern Moose. Simon Bourque will take the draw against Brandon Philpott. It will not be Philpott. He'll be kicked out of the draw, but it's Philpott along with Crane and Chase on the right side. Bourdon with the face-off. Along the boards up to the near side as Cam LeBlanc turn around and turn over as Crane shot that, but that was stopped by Blanchard. A hit behind the net, had two players tumble, is grabbed by Seo. Up comes Béliveau. Brady Béliveau with some speed down the left side, trying to cut around Flynn. Pins him to the boards. Bourque following up in that left corner. He comes away with the puck. At the point, tried to spin and fire. That was blocked. And Team O'Brien clear it to center. Murphy crossing the red. He'll send it down. One of four members of the St. John Vitoes. It's left there by Ackerman. And speeding up, picking up pace was Button. But it's to Philpott on the left side. He'll send it down as Blanchard will grab it behind the Team Bourdon cage. Up comes Summers. On right wing, he'll send it to the left corner. And Ackerman will play it along, paddle down. In there was Maloney, but a pair of Team Bourdon players checking him. Dyke, now the far side, they'll try up and get him to center. Hanna nearly lost it, but picking it up with speed is Zachary Savoie crossing the blue line, punched away by Ackerman, shot from distance. Off the stick of Grady Burns, was stopped by Ackerman as well. Team Bourdon with a little bit more pace than Team Zach O'Brien so far. That's New Brunswick with pace over Newfoundland, at least to this point, at around the 3.5-minute mark of this opening period. Hanna, left side, Summers tried to pick it up. Following up is Murphy. He'll pick up speed with the green light. The lip of the right circle, back down low is Deschamps behind the net. And to wait for teammates, McElraith coming in to follow up, as is Rogerson. Deschamps, back Rogerson to the point, Gucci. Along the boards, down low, it's McElraith in on the forward check. Dyke pins him up. Deschamps and Hurley battled for it. Comes out to Rogerson with space, played it back, but Gill was off the boards. Team O'Brien in the midst of a change. Gucci will just hold it. They'll feed it across over in front of the bench. Deschamps will flip it cross ice. Into the near corner is Shepard. Flynn back to the point, grabbed by Deschamps, sent back down. Rogerson will chase. He's got the puck, back to the point. Gucci on his offhand, over for Gill. Gill shot from distance. Rebound loose for Deschamps, but cleared. And picked up by Flynn. That's Jordan Flynn. As Team Zach O'Brien is trying to push the pace up with Team New Brunswick in on a chain. And that one comes all the way over, just under the stick of Gucci. Blanchard played it along, but a giveaway. It's done by Percy, the shot. Another try that was stopped by Blanchard. Where it's picked up by Gavin Smith down behind the goal line. Gucci senses an opportunity. He'll gain center and send it down and go for a change. Ackerman comes out to play it. And Moore will grab it, but just past the blue line. That stretch to Cameron LeBlanc was looking for Smith, coming back on the touch-up, and ends up on the stick of Shepard. Team O'Brien pressed their way out of the zone. A stretch feed was blocked there by LeBlanc. Cam LeBlanc for the Northern Moose is passed to Liam Moore of the Fredericton Caps, and now up for Smith. Smith holding, shooting, that one blocked by Shepard into the far corner. Connors. And up for Kalen Blake with speed. Cut around LeBlanc, coming to the goal. That had poked off his stick by Dylan Pelletier. Clark along the boards. Back off the boards to LeBlanc. No real outlet, will turn off the forward check of Sahaj Paul. Smith at center. Flynn will play it. LeBlanc will send it back in. Paddle down. Ackerman will get it over to Adam Button. It's Kalen Blake with it on the stretch feed. He'll gain the line. He's got Sahaj Paul and Connors with him. He'll feed Connors right circle. He'll pick it up in the far side. Sahaj Paul in the corner, taken down to his knees. Seo tried to play it up. It's Connors along with Team New Brunswick in the corner, but coming out on the near sides, picked up there by Seo. He'll pick up some speed, the shifty forward, cutting around Blake on the back check. He'll peel off in the corner. Back to the point is Murphy. His shot is a moot point because the net was off, and we'll have a face-off inside. Is that point shot there from Aaron Murphy of the St. John Vito's, a goal and an assist so far this season for him. Got it in 6 games last year with the U18 outfit at 21 points with the KV Kings U15 last year. And that's a focal point you're going to hear all weekend long, is a lot of these players at the higher ends of their U15 squads last season. Certainly that would make sense. Back to the point, set play. Murphy to center point. To the left side, Hanna will send it down low. Trying to feed it there was Burns. He'll force it back to the point, but 3 Team O'Brien players in with him. It's knife to center, and Murphy will send it back in to the Team O'Brien zone. It's Button behind the net. On the forecheck of Summers, he'll pass it back for Declan Flynn. Just under the tape of Crane on the opposing side of center. Murphy will set it down, and a chance for Burns. He'll take the shot that was stopped by Inkerman. Savoie lost it to Team O'Brien in the corner. It was 2-on-1 though. Crane with it. He'll softly send it near side. Chafe will go in to chase it. Gucci will grab it. It's Burns. Have a look, go cross ice, dangerous pass, but got to Summers anyway. It's picked up now by Savoie. Savoie 1-on-5 will take the shot from distance. Left down by Inkerman, and he'll hang on for the whistle. Reaching about the 8-minute mark here in the opening period. One other game to catch this afternoon, as well tonight really, is 7:15 start, as Team Gerard Gallant will take on Team Cam Russell, and then the big day tomorrow with 4 games starting at 9:15 Atlantic time. That's bright and early for those of you on Eastern and further back. Point shot, quick one from Gucci, steered aside by Akerman. Deschamps will battle along with Maloney along the boards. In the far corner, Rogerson to the slot, but nobody home. Zach Gill will come and pick it up. And it's chipped in by Deschamps. This one will go right to Inkerman. He'll opt to cover up. Zach Gill is 2 older brothers, Spencer and Dylan, both playing in the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League, both Quebec Major Junior Hockey League first-round picks. When you look at these 80 players that are here, 20 each from each Atlantic province, and consider where some of these players might go, makes it a very fun exercise. Face off the right of Akerman. McElwraith will come in to take it. Rogerson has a tail gunner, but Ingram wins the draw. Poked along the boards. LeBlanc will keep it in on the backhand, but it's grabbed with speed as Ingram. Rogerson blocks that. And it's Maloney, but into the Team O'Brien bench. Faceoff will stay inside. Blake Maloney with the Pinnacle Growlers, one of 4 members of that squad, and a coach. Doug Jackman is here as well for Pinnacle Growlers, including goaltender coach Mike O'Brien and physiotherapist Jeff Weber. It's part of Hockey Newfoundland's contingent here. Steeple pressing once again. Pelletier trying to send it along. He'll pick it up just outside the blue line. Softly send it for Smith. Mishandled. Comes over for Flynn. Jordan Flynn with Percy in tight. He'll go cross ice. Clark couldn't handle. Trainer's got it. Right circle. That one steered away. Off the stick of Daniel Blanchard. Smith with it. In tight on Jordan Flynn on the forecheck. Pelletier will play it back. It's Cam LeBlanc. Feed it up to the left side, and Smith will kick it ahead, or redirect it more or less, and Shepard will pick it up in hot pursuit of Smith. Trainer with a nifty pass to open ice. It's Percy 2-on-2 with Jordan Flynn. Percy right side, went to cut to the goal, was knifed away by Pelletier, but the puck came right out in front of the goal. Smith, it's Murphy. He'll pick up speed. Murphy right side. Clark, his teammate the Trailers, feeds it out front, but just behind him. Anna fresh off the bench, and that one tipped high over the goal. Off the stick of William Clark. Back comes Team O'Brien. Beniveau will play it down. Button and Bourque on the forecheck. Beniveau and Bourque, Flyer teammates for the Moncton U18 Flyers. Anna has Murphy. We'll see him for an outlet. Up is Bourque to Béliveau. The flyer line is going. Bourque the shot, but missed to the far side. Seau back down low. Béliveau will work it behind the net. Centered in front. That was blocked by Button. And it's played up by Team O'Brien just to center. Hannah back along the boards against Bourque, but that one just missed. Backup goaltender William Morgan of Team O'Brien. But probably woke him up a little bit. So we're halfway through this opening period. Decent pace so far. In terms of shots, a little bit more generated for Team Bourdon, but it has not been a constant on either side to this point. Face-off just outside Team O'Brien. Zach Gill off of Summers and down. Grady Burns on the forecheck on Dyke. It's Maloney high off the glass, and there's a souvenir. The face-off will stay inside. And to the right of Andrew Ackerman. 3 appearances so far this year for the Tri-Pen Osprey. He's 2-1 on the season so far. We'll do it again with another player kicked out of the draw. This time it's Grady Burns. That comes a little bit with unfamiliarity of teams and teammates and where to line up and whatnot. Off the draw. Got again a shot from Savoie. That one blocked. Off of the shin pad of Dyke. Down low is Savoie trying to feed along Dyke, but it's grabbed by Connors. On the far side, picked up by Gucci and sent back in. Ackerman will stop it behind the net. It's grabbed by Maloney. Dyke and Maloney, the D pair, they go pitch and catch, but it comes back, and Gucci along the far point tries to play it down low and poked it ahead once again, but it comes rolling out to center for Zach Gill to grab. Gill once again, a giveaway as a Hodgepole picked it up and couldn't handle with it. Gucci picks it. Summers now to Savoie. And that's taken away on the back check by Kalen Blake. He'll follow it himself as Hodgepole into that. Blake looking to feed in front of Hodgepole. That one off the post, and Hodgepole follows it. The first close chance of the contest off the stick of 27 in white. Savoie will handle for Team Bourdon and send it in for Ackerman to stop. Team Bourdon a change, and Dyke senses it. He'll skate his way in. Dyke the blue liner into the corner, but 3 Bourdon players were there. But it's picked up by O'Brien Hodgepole. McElraith will skate up with it. And Fredericton Cap, joined by his teammate, feeds Pelletier in front of the backhand from Alex Deschênes, but just missed. Once again, 3 Caps combining for that one. Pelletier jumping in, wanted to shoot and fanned on it. Picked up Shepard with speed. Cross ice is Connors at the end of the shift. Has Shepard to the goal. Connors with a nifty move, but couldn't get the handle back. It comes over to Deschênes. Flipped up and blocked at the point. It's Pilgrim. He'll kick it ahead and send it to the corner where it's grabbed by Cam Leblanc. Pelletier up for Rogerson. Rogerson with his teammates peeling off for a change. He'll hold it himself behind the net. Wants the rolling puck to settle. He'll feed his teammate from the Vito's Clark. Back behind the net again. Murphy coming in for the shot, but missed short side. Pilgrim flipped up along the boards. Hannah back down low. Smith. Smith from Ross St. Etherwood. And a turnover. Clark in front. Just off the stick of Liam Moore. And back comes Team O'Brien the other way. But poked off at the blue line. And O'Brien would have been offside if they touched it. It's Moore to Smith. Gavin Smith over for Aaron Murphy. Along the boards, it's Flynn will send it back down. Declan Flynn back to the New Brunswick line. Murphy. Liam Moore for Team Bourdon. Moore right to the left circle, but that one stopped by Ackerman. Stick handling, skating up his Philpott. Pass over for Chafe. Crane completes the trio. It's Clark with it to open area. First one there will be Button. Button with the change jumps ahead. Moore checked him, and Seau goes in to pick it up. Scoreless here so far. Seau picking it up. And flipped away by Moore at the blue line. It's Seau once again trying a shifty move. It's Béliveau picking it up. From the corner into Seau, but 1-on-3. And it comes back to the point. Gill over for Gucci, a quick shot. But that missed glove side low. Gill. And poked out to the line, but doesn't come out. Seo tipped in front, and a dangerous opportunity off the stick of Brady Medieval, but it was stopped by Andrew Ackerman of Team Zach O'Brien. And this year with the 2024 QMJHL Cup presented by FPS Payment, the team names now no longer just provinces, but named after prominent Quebec Major Junior Hockey League players that represent these provinces. So Team Zach O'Brien, who played 4 seasons in the league.
Oh yeah, were they good?
Mostly with the Acadie Bathurst Titan. Now off the stick of Medieval, will it go for icing? Yes. Zach O'Brien, who's now plying his trade in Europe, but spent significant time in the AHL and in the ECHL, in particular with the Newfoundland Growlers, fittingly enough. Most notable about Zach O'Brien, though, is in his 196 Q games, 192 Q games, I should say, only 1 minor penalty. Only 2 minutes in penalties in his whole Q career. Seo had it, lost it. It's Gucci with it, along with Gill, back behind the net. Gucci to Gill and his skates, that'll go right to Belchamp, and he'll wisely opt to cover up. That is why you'll notice numbers on the right chest of each team's jersey. 43, the number that Zach O'Brien wore with the Acadie Bathurst Titan. Team Nick Bourdon, number 2, which was the number that Nick Bourdon wore with the Val d'Or Fora, but also wore number 6 here in Moncton as a member of the Moncton Wildcats, particularly the 2006 Memorial Cup team. J.D. Traynor will take the draw for Team O'Brien in front of Grady Burns. Scramble, and Traynor trying to pick it up, sends it quickly to the net, but that one steered aside. Percy holds back down low. Traynor. Percy with it once again, checked by Savoie along the boards. Percy sends it down low. It's Traynor. Traynor's pinned up. Back behind the net is Percy. Along with Traynor, they're buzzing, but Pelletier and Savoie pick it up instead. Poked off their stick by Jordan Flynn. Centered out front, Traynor, now Flynn a chance. They score! Jordan Flynn picks up the rebound. And Team O'Brien scores first. It's 1-0. That goal coming 15:05 in the opening period. Flynn off a rebound. Jordan Flynn, 11 points in 9 games. And he paired up with Traynor and with Ethan Percy. Sahajpal trying to send it down low. Murphy will pick it up at the blue line. He picks up speed and crosses the opposing line. Send it over McElraith in the right circle, but lost it. Galen Blake coming back the other way. With speed picking it up, Sahajpal crosses the blue line. Will hold left circle shot, looking left side. Pilgrim took a bump to make the play. It's loose to the high slot. Blake wanted to shoot, hopped under his stick into the slot, but his team Bourdon's Lucas Hanna will pick it up now. Hanna over from McElraith. His pass to Deschamps, hopped over his stick, and at the blue line they battle for it. Comes into the Team O'Brien zone. Sahajpal will play it back for Blake, and a nifty play dodging the forward check of Deschamps. Connors is a step offside. 4 minutes left here in the opening period. It is more pressing now from Team O'Brien. They're pouring it on a little bit more than they were earlier in the period. And they got themselves a goal. Jordan Flynn on the rebound. Sent it past Daniel Blanchard. Back to the Bourdon zone. It's Gill. Gill crossing red, sends it down. Ackerman will instead cover up. So an offensive zone draw for Team Luc Bourdon, and as we said about Team Zach O'Brien, Team Luc Bourdon with the blue liner who went 10th overall, the Vancouver Canucks in 2005, 2 tours with Team Canada World Juniors, and was on an upward trajectory in the NHL until the tragic accident that took his life in 2008. Philpott will pick it up. Passed it back for Chafe, and he'll have to shoot it in. Blanchard behind the net. Gill. Chafe on the forecheck. Philpott and Crane. Philpott in the far corner. Bodied up by Gill. In there battling is Moore. Clark along the boards. Couldn't send it further. It's Gill again. Now to open ice, it's Gavin Smith. Crane sends him to the boards. Liam Moore will pick it up and take a hit. Gill off a shin pad. It's Crane with a chance. Jumping in is Crane to the left side. Drops it back. Jumping in, button the shot. Steered away by Blanchard. Gucci will pick it up. And the rolling puck comes to center. It's Clark dropping it back. Moore gets his weight into that one, but gloved down by Ackerman. And he'll hang on for the whistle. A little bit warm here today. Could be causing some bouncing pucks here on the ice at the Uniplex, the Uni surface here at the Uniplex, the wonderful new facility here in the city of Dieppe. Maloney pinned along the boards by Seau. Book in there as well, 2-on-3 for Team Bourdon. Seau went to grab it, sent to the slot, but blocked by Hurley. Hurley took a bump and just some of it from Cam LeBlanc. Pelletier had it now grabbed by Hurley. Hurley will spin to the high slot. Dyke jumping in now left side. He'll take the shot but missed. Maloney pinching in, down to the corner. Pelletier will come in to grab it, send it back to the board. Seau on the far side will send it down. This will skip and skitter for icing. The faceoff will come all the way down. Be Ingram, Hurley, and Dobbin to stay on for Team Zach O'Brien. Simon Bourque will take the draw for Team Bourdon, and another centerman change. It's 4 or 5 here in the opening period. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon and through the weekend at Atlantic Hockey Online at AO Live, our presentation of the 2024 QMJHL Cup, presented by FBS Payment. It's up for Béliveau. Seau with speed. Looking to feed Béliveau, but picking it up on the back check is Dobbin. Nearly overskated it. Seau on the forecheck. Dyke off a skate of Burns. Seau takes a bump behind the goal line. Béliveau as well. Béliveau comes out with the puck, trying to go around the boards. Hurley had him pinned up, and a penalty coming up here. This will be a holding call, and Team Bourdon will go to the power play for the first time here to try to even this score. Some confusion exactly as who's going. Finally, we have it decided. It's Owen Dyke. He's not too sure. The faceoff will be the left of Ackerman. It's Burns along with Summers and Savoie, Murphy and Anna to start the man advantage for Team Bourdon. Murphy will work to center point. Savoie hopped over his stick. He'll recover at the blue line, but cleared out to the line just past Aaron Murphy. Savoie with Trainer defending on him. Percy too. Savoie trying to fight through a check, and it's cleared down by Percy. Blanchard, puck wouldn't settle. He's tripped up by Trainer, and it comes over to Savoie. For the Northern Moose, Trainer picking it up on the back check, short-handed. He'll flip it down and go in and chase it himself. Blanchard had a second thought, and Hannah went to grab it. Savoie on the right side. Dodge Percy, picking up speed is Summers. Summers trying to feed out front, but Pilgrim blocked that. Summers look wrap around now. He'll try the scenic route. Cross ice to the near side. Back up top center point, Hannah. Wrist shot, stopped by Ackerman and sent to the corner. Picked up there Summers. That net is widely off, and we'll have a whistle. Not sure the quality of the pegs here this afternoon, but wasn't so much the net was off as Ackerman was tangled in it. more than anything else, but that does prompt a whistle. The penalty time is not on the score clock, but the penalty was at 1:36 remaining. Oh, there we go, 56 seconds to go in the team Bulldog penalty. I guess if I just say it, it becomes true. That could be dangerous. Gill center point, great shot, that was blocked as it was tipped away by Deschamps. Comes to the point, picked up there by Rogerson. Down low is McElray. Rogerson shooting, that was blocked in front. Loose puck, and Akerman tries to get a stick on it, still scrambling for it. Battle in the slot, comes out. Gucci wants to turn and fire, skates it back, gloved away by Akerman without a stick, a shot. Probably about 5 feet from Deschamps, who then took a chunk of Maloney, but it's flipped just to the blue line, and that will do it for 20 minutes of play. So 1 goal to speak of off the stick of Jordan Flynn of the East Coast Blizzard, but a pretty good 20 minutes of play here in DM for Game 1, Period 1 in the books of the 2024 QMJHL Cup presented by FPS Payment. I'm Mike Sanderson. Thank you for joining us here of our coverage of the 2024 QMJHL Cup presented by FPS Payment on Atlantic Hockey Online and AO Live. Well, the second period for you coming up after these. Check 1 2 3 2 1 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3 2 1 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3 2 1 1 2 3.
Well, I just casually mentioned
Second period is upon us here in Dieppe. The 2024 QMJHL Cup presented by FPS Payment. It is Team Zach O'Brien representing Newfoundland with a 1-0 lead over Team Rick Bourdon from New Brunswick. It is Bourdon in red and Team Newfoundland, Zach O'Brien in white as it's flipped in by Philpott. Blanchard will play it back behind his net. That goal in the first period off the stick of Jordan Flynn. Owen Dyke is serving a penalty. He's only got 5 more seconds on that one on the fresh sheet as the Bourdon power play goes to work. McElray from the forward check, but it's Dyke who's out. They couldn't spring him. That came back to the point, and Ackerman will grab it and cover up off the shot of Aaron Murphy. A pretty solid contingent of scouts and team officials among the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League teams are here. These 4 squads competing this weekend arrived yesterday. They all practiced yesterday and this morning. And the stage is set, the lights are up. We're in period number 2. McElwraith along the boards, a 4-car pileup. Rogerson battling for it as well. Comes back and across over for Dyke, and that comes to center. Hanna will grab it. Murphy along the boards, McElwraith. Checked by Maloney, but grabbed by Rogerson. Cutting in, that's stopped by Ackerman. And they score! It's waved off on the high stick. The face-off will come out. It was a high stick that pushed that puck in. So no goal. It's waved off on the ice. The face-off will be at the blue line. So we'll reset again with Burns, Savoie, and Moore on the far side. For Team Bourdon, taking the draw was Ingram. It ends up in the Team O'Brien zone. Pilgrim along the boards. It's Hurley to the tape of Ingram. They'll set it up for Dobbin. Dobbin over to Ingram in front. That shot was just wide short side. Pelletier's tripped up. Hurley following up, tries to pick up the puck, but it ends up being Burns with it. It's Savoie along with Summers, flipping it in. It's Ackerman over for Burns, back to the point. LeBlanc shot from distance, stopped by Ackerman. And they'll hang on for the whistle, 1.5 minutes here into period number 2. Was Flynn on a rebound. Jordan Flynn late in the first period. That made it 1-0 for Team O'Brien, and it is Team Bourdon who, all told in the first period, probably had an edge in play. Another offensive zone draw, but it's grabbed by Shepard. In the near corner, Seau trying to grab it. Sends rolling puck down low. Pilgrim takes a bump from Seau. Béliveau grabs it. Wants it to settle and does. Over to the slot and over from Book to Seau, but Seau couldn't fork it over. In the corner, Seau back to the point. Gill will shoot. That one blocked in front. Pilgrim had it settle underneath him. Tried to clear it out with Seau along the boards. Bourque to the slot. Béliveau will handle, and off the point was Gill, but that one stopped by Ackerman. Andrew Ackerman, my estimation, the busier of the 2 goaltenders thus far from the Tri-Pen Osprey U18. One of 3 players from that squad, including defenseman Adam Button and defenseman Owen Dyke. Owen Dyke with a 3-game assist streak snapped on the 3rd against the Blizzard in league play. Another centerman kicked out of the draw. Clark will take it in the place of Moore. Completing the trio will be Gavin Smith, who broke off along the boards, but the puck came to where he was. Murphy back behind the net. Declan Flynn trying the boards. He'll spin off and pick it up behind the goal line. To the far side, it's Jordan Flynn, the goal scorer. Percy now to Trainer. This line combined for the marker in the first period. Trainer out muscling, sent to the slot. Percy picking it up. Wanted to slide it just past, as sliding across was Blanchard. Button along the point, down low, sent to Trainer, slapped to the slot, but that one blocked. And Moore in the far corner. Along the boards, trying to make a play with Smith. Turnover, Flynn in the slot. Now Trainer turns and fires, missed high blocker. Declan Flynn back down low as Trainer. Pinned up by Murphy. Moore in there to try to fish it out, as is Percy, who comes away with it. Centered in front, was looking for Flynn, but that hit the side of the goal. And now pushed up by Team Bulldog. Hannah joining the rush, but Declan Flynn plays it along, and Trainer picks it up. In comes Trainer, right circle, holding, but missed glove side. Smith will poke it to center. In on the forecheck is Clark. Maloney will pick it up. Blake Maloney puts on the brakes, will go against the grain. Stretch feed picked off by LeBlanc, and he'll flip it in. Ackerman will grab it out of the air. It's grabbed by Adam Button. Button will spin, but lost the handle in the corner. Maloney, now Percy will flip it up. It's Connors, and escape, but Pelletier will head him off. LeBlanc over for Rogerson. He's got room to move. Pushed it a little far ahead, and now in the corner. Back along the boards. To the far side, LeBlanc couldn't take it off the boards. LeBlanc will go back to battle for it, though. He's trying to skate up with it with Sahaj Paul. Back down low is Deschamps along with Maloney battling for it behind the goal line. It's Rogerson. Over in front, point blank, and a glove save by Ackerman off the stick of Carter McElraith. A close chance for Team Bulldog there. But it was gloved out of the air by the Team O'Brien tender. It's been sharp so far. Face-off is to his left. It's won by Team O'Brien. Dyke along the near side. Connors looking for the one-touch pass, but it comes to center. LeBlanc will send it down deep. It's grabbed by Dyke. Dyke tries the far side. That's off a stick. And Maloney will pick it up. He'll go to the near side now. Gavin Connors picking up speed, will pick it up. Connor is crossing the blue line. Tried to cut around Pelletier. Instead, he'll pick it up behind the goal line. Sahaj Paul as well, but it's picked up instead by Rogerson. Isaiah Rogerson with speed, crossing the blue line. Had a look for options. McElraith will follow him to it. Dyke cut him off at the pass, and he's got it in the corner. But fishing it out was McElraith. Pelletier in the slot. McElraith had a look. Now he'll try another chance on the near side for Pelletier at the point. It's Connors coming away with it. Sahaj Paul at the line. Blake completing the trio in front. Cutting across was Connors looking for Blake. But it comes up now to center. Maloney. Blocked by Pelletier, and McElraith will send it in. Him and Maloney tangle in on the forecheck with Savoie. Along with Dyke, Savoie comes away with it. The Northern Moose product for Summers in the slot, couldn't spin and fire. Gill picks it up on the way back. Gill shot, that's stopped by Ackerman. In front of him is cleared. Grabbed by Sahaj Paul into open ice, picked up by Connors with speed. Gucci in an unfortunate position, but was able to pick it back up on the way back. He'll pick up speed through center. He's tripped up, and a penalty coming up here. And tripped up again, but sent a nifty shot on goal. Ackerman was able to cover the sliding puck, but drawing a penalty was Gucci. And Team Bulldog will go back to the power play. There were 0 for 1 on the Dyke minor for holding. This time it will be Kalen Blake. Blake for tripping on Gucci's rush. And the face-off will be to the left of Ackerman. We're 5.5 here into period number 2. Jordan Flynn has the marker for Team O'Brien. Beniveau, Seau, Hannah, and Murphy, and Simon Bourque is the unit. It's dumped out by Reed Chafe. He's joined up front on the kill by Phil Pott. On the back end is Declan Flynn and Pilgrim. Bourque with open ice, headmans the feet to Seau, goes too far, and that will be an icing call. Seau and Bourque and Beniveau, the whole forward line, all members of the Moncton U18 Flyers. They didn't have to travel too far for practice yesterday and this morning. Certainly for those others, as we look ahead tomorrow, 4 games, all 4 teams will play twice. The morning games start at 9:15 Atlantic time, and then the evening games start at 5:45 here in Dieppe. Forecheck proves fruitful. Crane wants to spin and fire, but couldn't. Murphy picked it up. And instead, Hanna will go chase it. Crane sends him to the boards for his troubles. Murphy with a play off the boards. It's Seau, Bourque, and Béliveau to the net. Seau lets it settle now in the corner. 1:10 to go in the Team Bourdon second power play. Back to the point is Murphy. Over Hanna left side. Up top is Murphy. It's over for Bourque. Bourque sent to the boards from behind. 2 Bourdon players to 1 O'Brien. Taking it away is Béliveau, looking for the centering feed. He'll stay around to the near side. It's Hanna. Murphy. Hanna lets it settle. Murphy again. Right circle, center to the slot. Seau wanted to steer to the goal and does on the spin. But the net is off once again. I don't know if there's much that Akerman can do. It's not so much his fault the net keeps coming off. It's just his instincts. It is what it is in a few different ways, but work to the benefit of Team O'Brien there on the whistle. 38 seconds to go on the Kalen Blake tripping call. Moore, Smith, and Clark with LeBlanc and Pelletier the unit. Percy tried to dump it out just to the line. LeBlanc with open ice was Pelletier, but had to take it on the backhand. He's pinned along the boards. Smith in there as well, but it's Pilgrim to grab it. Off the glass, sent out. LeBlanc in a foot race. Trainer looking to pick up pace on him, and he's able to muscle him to the puck. Short-handed opportunity in front to spin and fire, but just missed. Off the stick of Trainer, but a golden opportunity for JD. He gets the turnover as well. Percy will send it down. Didn't have an option or an outlet, but we're back to even strength as the Kalen Blake minor is killed off. LeBlanc for Smith. Smith with more bumped on Percy. Percy couldn't handle. Neither could LeBlanc, but following back was Blake. LeBlanc now to Clark. Team Bourdon to center. No further. Declan Flynn will feed Pilgrim. Pilgrim is over to Blake. Blake with some room right side to cut to the goal to sweep it in. Couldn't find it. Tried to go 5-hole. Clark flips it, but Smith couldn't grab it. Maloney back behind the goal line now. Couldn't stop behind the net. Was chased out by Clark in a way, and it's grabbed up by Hurley. Hurley right side to the circle. Poked off a stick by Pelletier, but he's able to pick it up along the boards. Maloney has room. Takes the wrist shot, skip to the goal and kicked aside. Moore with it along the boards. Deschamps on the forecheck with Dyke pinned to the boards. Deschamps kicks it ahead. Jordan Flynn back to the point. Gil DeGucci. Wrist shot in front with traffic. McElraith tried to get the rebound. Deschamps along the corner. Back to the point. Gucci picks it off the boards to center point. Wrist shot. Sailed over the goal. Nifty bounce in front. Nearly to the benefit of Rogerson. He's got it near side. Back down low is looking for McElraith. In front, Deschamps and a shot at point blank. And the net is off again, and Akerman is down. He'll get up, but it looks like he was bumped. And that is what caused the net to come off this time. Nearing the halfway mark of the contest, still 1-0 for Team O'Brien. That goal off the stick of Jordan Flynn. Flynn, Trainer, and Percy have been very active at forward in that line, but a little bit of a line and a blender for Jackman, Collins, and Parsons, the coaches for Team Zach O'Brien. Doug Jackman from the Pinnacle Growlers, Adam Collins and Justin Parsons, both from the Mount Pearl Blades. It's Percy, but playing alongside Crane and Dobbin. Burns was looking there in front for Savoie. We'll pick it up once again. Down to the slot, Burns. Loose Summers trying to whack two. Hanna at center point. Back down low to an open area. Shot from Savoie. That one gloved by Akerman just wide. Hanna couldn't knife it ahead, and Crane with a chance to move. Dobbin with him. Crane holds, shooting, but missed short side blocker. They battle for it along the boards. A puck popped out of the back netting, so don't get confused there. Comes back to the point. It's Button. Once again, over for Percy. Lets it go by. Crane will chase it. It's Poked ahead and grabbed by Summers. Burns tried to go north. That was blocked as well off the skate of Dobbin. But at the center circle, it's Savoie. He'll send it down, crossing red. Both teams go for changes. Team Bourdon will switch the whole deck. And it's off the stick of Dobbin and down deep, and Team O'Brien will complete their change. Gucci will hold behind the net. He'll feed it to Béliveau, to Seau. Seau on the right side, trying to cut to the goal, let it whacked off his stick. All Moncton Flyers on the ice right now. For Team Bourdon, Béliveau on the chase, to the slot, bouncing puck, backhand missed. Off the stick of Simon Bourque. Bourque, Seau to the slot, left it there, but a pair of Team Bourdon players couldn't grab it. A 3-on-1 the other way. It's Connors with speed, tried to send it back for Blake, but the puck hopped on him. And a nice toe drag move for Connors, but it's picked up now by Gucci. He'll lead the rush 1-on-2, crossing the blue line and tries to take a strip of Pilgrim, and Gucci got the worst of it. Connors, headman feed. Blake had it at the blue line. Sahajpal finishes up the line. A dangerous play for Rogerson, picked up by Connors, but blocked by 16 in red. Team Bourdon in the midst of a change. Rogerson drops it back. Gill shot blocked by Pilgrim off the shin pad. That flipped up high. Gill couldn't grab it. Out to center. Blake grabs it. He's got speed with Sahajpal. He'll feed it there. Sahajpal in front looking for Blake. But that one broken up on the back check. Rogerson has McElraith with speed. He'll go himself left side. He'll take the shot and gloved down by Ackerman. Under 8 to go here in the second period. Just the one goal that came in the first. Jordan Flynn has it for Team O'Brien. It's Team Luc Bourdon trying to break the brick wall that has been Andrew Ackerman to this point. The faceoff will be to his right. Moore, Clark, and Smith for Team Bourdon. Take the draw for Newfoundland is Philpott, and he wins it. Dyke to the boards. Pinching in his Hannah. That one came right to Ackerman. Couldn't glove it, but stopped it with the glove. Maloney up for Chafe. To the tape of Crane. Crane tried to move, but Hannah cut him off. Hannah will go back to chase the puck, as will Moore on the back check. Gavin Smith along the boards. Chafe will pick it up and send it back down low. Skittering puck behind the net is wrapped along the boards, and Smith will play it, dodging a hit from Chafe and pick it back up 3-on-2. If they hurry, drops it back as Clark. Clark wanted a perfect pass to Moore, but that was broken up by Maloney. And back comes Team O'Brien the other way. Philpott offside at the line, as they'll say Crane was a step ahead. Here the last couple of minutes have delved down to offensive chances, or the trading thereof. It is tough to establish much of a system with players you've never played with before, or at least have played with much more sparingly than you're used to. Faceoff will be just outside the Team Bourdon line. Percy to take the draw with Seau, who won it. Pelletier along the boards. Still on the opposing side of center, flipped in by Declan Flynn. Gill with Trainer on the forecheck. Gill will wrap it along the boards. Béliveau gives chase. Declan Flynn will wrap it back, hit the official in front, and a close chance off the stick of Jordan Flynn again. No one knew where it was as it hit off the referee. Nearly put it past an unsuspecting Daniel Blanchard. It's Flynn again. Drops it back. Percy's shot. Stopped by Blanchard, but just wide. Zach Gill chased back from behind the net by Jordan Flynn. Gill's pass to the tape of Béliveau. In stride, shot through the legs. Ackerman made the glove save. Loose in front. Hits to the slot. Turning, firing was booked. That one missed glove side too. Pelletier down low. Declan Flynn took it away. It's grabbed now by Gill at the point. Blocked by Jordan Flynn. Puck goes a mile in the air. Pelletier went to play it forward. Puck's now for Simon Bourque. For Gill with room to shoot. Blocked by Ackerman. Now Pelletier's shot. Stopped by Ackerman and sent wide. Béliveau. Now Percy will pick it up. Trainer with speed. He'll feed Flynn. Flynn on a break to the backhand. Stopped by Blanchard. Great save by Daniel Blanchard on the break from Flynn there. Shepard for Pilgrim. The second period much more open than the first. Pilgrim to the slot, too high for Ingram. Pelletier and Gill. Grab for Pilgrim on the pinch. Down low in the corner is Bork. Grab by Gill. Pocket picked by Flynn, and Pilgrim tried to keep it in. A chance now for Savoie. He's got a man to the net, and Summers. Savoie to Summers! Missed to the near side. The net off once again. But a close chance for Jackson Summers on that one. Would know this rink pretty well. Remember the Dieppe Flyers last season, U15. Just over 5 to go here in the second period. Burns, Savoie, Summers the line. Against Ingram in the face-off circle. LeBlanc, that one got to the goal, but kicked away by Akerman. Savoie cuts to the high slot. He'll take the shot, paddled away. Burns, broken up by Hurley. Along the board to Savoie. He's got an outlet to the point. Instead he sheds the check. Back down low, Burns couldn't catch up to it. Grabbed instead, Summers trying to send it down low. It's Burns with it. Burns trying to move at the circle, taken down. Into the slot, the penalty coming up here. And Team Bourdon will go to the power play for the third time. Holding call. This time against Nathan Pilgrim. So Team Bourdon will go to their third man advantage opportunity. Rogerson, Deschamps, and McElraith up front. Gucci and LeBlanc on the back end. So the defensive pairing is a little different for Team Luc Bourdon. Their coaches Philippe Richer, Francis Rochon, and Justin Braun. Calling the shots here this weekend. Face off to the left of Akerman. Won by Team Bourdon. Back to the point, LeBlanc. Poked off his stick, but he was able to recover enough to keep it away from an outstretched Gavin Connors. He'll be F1 on the PK. It's Blake joining him, and then on the back end is Dyke and Declan Flynn. LeBlanc lost it in his skates, and Connors will send it down. Blanchard will come out to play it and leave it there for Gucci. Rogerson will cut through center and pick up speed 4 wide. He'll put on the brakes on the right boards. Switch spots with Gucci and leave it there for the blue liner. Gucci overskated it and recovers. Gucci trying to shed the check at Connors. He'll take the wrist shot, miss short side. Rogerson will pick it up on the near side. Minute to go here in the power play. LeBlanc over for Gucci, right point. Back up top. LeBlanc wanted to shoot, that was blocked, and Blake's taken down, and Connors has the puck, and a chance to skate with it, but it never settled for him. Rogerson with pace. He'll gain the line, put on the brakes, leave it there for a jumping in. Murphy shot off of Akerman. Did it go in? No! It was cleared at the line. Team Bourdon that close to tying the score. Murphy at the point. Deschamps. Hanna. He'll shoot. Had Akerman going the other way. Puck's loose in the corner. Comes back to Hanna. It's over for Murphy. Murphy shot. That one stopped by Akerman. In front, bouncing puck. Rogerson with a yawning cage, but couldn't get it to the goal. With traffic in front. Murphy to the tape of Rogerson. Rogerson tried to scoop to move it. Rogerson will pick it back up. Down low. He's taken down. McElraith. The penalty's over. Rogerson surveys the scene. Trying to cut around his man. Clark tried a shot. That got down low to Rogerson, but it's Dyke picking it up, and he'll grab it for Team O'Brien. Stretch feed, that was blocked by Murphy. End of a shift though. Chafe has it. Blake comes back on side. He'll drop it back. Blake wanted a change. Poked away by Moore, and Chafe battling for it. Too many men on the ice is the call. So Team O'Brien will sit once again for 2 or less. A too many men call. What happened was Kalen Blake wanted to play the puck as he was going for a change, didn't know it was coming. Felt he had to make a play on the puck. And that drew the players over. Not that it's Blake's fault by any means. He's making a play on the puck. But it did cause the confusion at the bench. This will be Reed Chafe to serve it. Late in the second period, Clark, Moore, Smith, Gill, Pelletier for Team Bourdon. And Andrew Ackerman will be called once again to be his team's best penalty killer. Back to the point, Pelletier, it's Gill. Near side now is Clark. Centering in front, couldn't find the stick of Smith. Pelletier pinching in. Philpott sends it to the boards. Along with Smith in the corner. Pelletier and Maloney now battle for it. It's Moore who takes it away. Drops it down to Smith. Smith behind the net. Moore looking for an option. Has nothing in a dangerous spot, trying to feed Clark, that was picked off. Crane has room to skate with it, and he'll take it. Crane picking up speed, cutting around Gill. Tried to go to the goal, but that was blocked by Pelletier and Gill as well. Clark leaves it there for Gill. There's a 7-second difference between power play and game clock. Clark will gain the line. Back to the point is Gill. Over for Clark, left circle, shoots through traffic. That one punched away. Clark back behind the net. Checked by Maloney. Down low is Moore. Back up top, Gill can't shoot. He'll let it come to him and fire it. That one hit a body, and Smith has it to the right side of the zone, along with Moore. Smith again, along the boards, up top to Gill. Looking for a lane as Clark sends it in front. Moore stopped that loose. Came to Pelletier, but he couldn't shoot. He was on the backhand. Smith down low. It's Moore with it. 30 seconds to go on the power play. It's Clark. Down low again is Smith. Smith up top, Gill, Clark. Down low trying for the centering feed for Smith. Pelletier grabbed that back door. 15 seconds on the power play. Comes to the slot, but grabbed by Crane, and he'll dump it down. With 15 to go here in the second period, Zach Gill will grab it. Looking stretch feed for Béliveau, couldn't catch up to it, and that'll be an icing call. Be back to even strength as Chafe is out for the too many men call, and Team Bourdon will go to 0 for 4 on the man advantage. And a chance here for Team Zach O'Brien on the momentum from the penalty kill. 3 kills this period to get an offensive zone draw with 7.1 to go here in the second frame. Percy to take it. One but not in a spot to the slot. Gill will send it back to the boards, and that'll wrap up 40 minutes of play here in Dieppe. The 2024 QMJHL Cup presented by FPS Payment. Little bit of discussion there to wrap up 40 minutes of play. Just one goal to speak of came off the stick of Jordan Flynn in the first period. It is 1-0 for Team O'Brien over Team Luc Bourdon. Third period is next. You're watching the 2024 QMJHL Cup presented by FPS Payment on Atlantic Hockey Online at AO Live. 1-0 our score through 40 minutes of play. Third period is just about upon us here in Dieppe, the 2024 QMJHL Cup presented by FPS Payment. I'm Mike Sanderson. Thank you for joining us. The one goal to speak of in this game is off the stick of Jordan Flynn. You see him there in the foreground, number 7 in white. And it was that line that combined for the goal with Percy and Trainer on the far side. Team Zach O'Brien will be back in action tomorrow morning, 11:45 Atlantic time, taking on Team Gerard Gallant from PEI. Team Gallant and Team Cam Russell from Nova Scotia will be our second game tonight here on the Uni surface at the Uniplex. We are underway with the third period as the puck is pushed ahead. Ready to go back though. It's Gill on the near side. Owen Dyke with it. In the O'Brien zone, he's chased there by Simon Bourque. Flynn, stretch feed, was looking for Trainer. Trainer has played with some pep in his step so far in this one. This whole line really, in Percy and Flynn. A near turnover for Trainer there on Simon Bourque, but it's played back down. Gucci couldn't flag it down. Seau went against the grain, but gave it away. Penny, or Percy, in the slot was looking for it, but it's Dyke with it now. Team Bourdon a change, and Dyke jumped into the opportunity. Back in the corner to the slot, but nobody home but red jerseys. It is Team Bourdon in red. Then with the puck is Murphy. Murphy sweeps it across, was looking at the slot for Clark. Back to the point is Hannah's shot. Missed blocker side high. Murphy pinching in down low, center to the slot, but Clark couldn't steer it to the goal. Back to the point is Hannah. Dyke from back to where it came, and picking it up is Flynn. End of his shift, it's Blake. Blake cuts around Murphy for a break to the forehand, but couldn't put it through 5-hole. On Daniel Blanchard. It's a pair of breaks for Team O'Brien towards the goal, but Blanchard stopped them both. It's flipped to center, but grabbed there by Clark and whacked in by Smith. Back behind the net of Andrew Ackerman. On the forecheck is Moore. Moore comes away with the puck. He's joined by McElwraith up front. Comes to the point, Gucci corrals it. Walks in to shoot and does. That hit a stick and missed short side. Loose in front, but that one just dropped and was cleared by Team O'Brien to the point of an icing call. We're 2 minutes and change into the third period, still 1-0. This Team Bourdon would like to get on the board and tie the score. And this face-off will be to the left of the Newfoundland goaltender. Blake to take the draw. No, he won't. Rogerson will sit in for it for Team Bourdon. And Sahajpal will come in to take it for Team O'Brien. Shepard along the boards. Connors corrals the rolling puck, but had it taken away. Deschamps battling for it. The trio for Team Bourdon all battling for it. Deschamps with Rogerson and McElwraith up front. Along the boards is Blake. Dodges a pair of checkers and turns it back, but lost the handle. Shepard scoops it to the line. LeBlanc has it. Cross ice is Gucci. Handles on the backhand. At the far point, it's LeBlanc with room. That shot gloved down by Ackerman, and he'll hang on for the whistle. Has been a tough task solving Ackerman this afternoon for Team Luc Bourdon. Their next game is tomorrow morning. 9:15 Atlantic time, they take on Team Cam Russell. And both teams play tomorrow night as well before the final day, which would be Sunday of the 2024 QMJHL Cup presented by FPS Payment, at least this iteration of it here early in the season. Shot from Gill is blocked in the high slot. Burns sent it to the side. Picked up there by Summers. In the slot, Pelletier, but that one off the stick of Button and wide. Down low as Burns was taken down, and Summers will pick it up. Back to the point, Gill. Sends it to the corner. Scooped in front. Gill's got it top of the zone. The shot, that one tipped wide. Philpott bumped along the board. Savoie as well. Chafe in there to play it with Philpott. It comes loose. And Savoie tried to play it out. He picks it up ultimately and grabbed by Summers at the line. Dodging a check, a shot, blocker save. And Summers will pick it back up in the corner. Summers circles the left circle, turns and fires. Now there's Pelletier right to the shot of the net. And that was stopped by Ackerman. Pelletier top of the zone. It stays in from Summers. That one shot kicked away. Pelletier down low to the corner. Sent along is Summers. Tried to scoop it down low on Button. But it's grabbed by Crane and back to center. Pelletier off the boards and down past Button. He takes a hit for his trouble. As we're 4 minutes into the third period here, Button will go to chase it. It's Sayal. Crane delayed offside against Team Bourdon. It's Chafe, his pass to Crane in stride, gaining the line. Crane shooting high slot, that missed blocker side. Crane centered in front looking for Philpott. Into the skates, and Murphy will play it back up at Sayal to Béliveau. Béliveau gains the line. He'll take a shot from a sharp angle, and that one's stopped by Ackerman, and he'll hang on for the whistle. Four and a half here into the third period. Still just the one goal to speak of off the stick of Jordan Flynn. Team Bourdon is pressing. They'll switch it up. Cam LeBlanc will come out to play with Gucci. The defensive pairs not what they were at the start of the contest. In to take the draw will be Hurley up against Simon Bourque. One cleanly, LeBlanc at the point. He'll take the shot, trying to get it through a maze of bodies. That was tipped wide into the far corner. Maloney, pinned up by a sandwich of Bourdon players. Back in the corner, Hurley trying to poke it out, and he grabs it before he's pinned to the boards as well. Gucci along the boards, tries to make a move. LeBlanc with open ice will come in to shoot. Missed blocker side. Béliveau trying to play off the boards. Picked up there by Team O'Brien. Dobbin to center. Hurley will send it in deep. Ingram will go chase. It's LeBlanc with the puck. Over to Béliveau. Béliveau looking cross ice, but that was blocked by Hurley. It's off his stick, so the icing will be waved off. And a chance for Team O'Brien to catch. Team Bourdon on a change. Ingram had it, lost it. It's more pitching, and he's hit hard. But it's Clark now alone in front of Smith. A move and a try, but that was stopped by Ackerman. A big save by the Newfoundland goaltender on Gavin Smith. It's back into the Team O'Brien zone. Pilgrim will go to chase it. That's a glorious opportunity for Gavin Smith. This time now for Flynn in stride. Crossing the blue line no further. Murphy picked his pocket. Pace is picked up now in this third period. Clark, it's over for Smith again. He'll send it to the goal, but just slid it there. Gavin Smith once again along the boards, but is taken away by Percy on the back check and picked up now by Jordan Flynn. Flynn at the blue line lost it. Shepard can't touch it. It's grabbed by Murphy. Lucas Hanna with the puck. Dodges at the red line, sends it in. Shepard to the tape of Trainer. Trainer scoops along the headman feed, but it's grabbed by Clark. Picked up there by Moore. Liam Moore with pace. Along with Pelletier. Team Bourdon in the midst of a change. Flynn at the end of a shift. He'll feed Trainer to come in on the attack. Trainer in the high part of the zone. He'll take the shot. That's off the paddle of Blanchard and into the near side boards. Percy. He'll turn and fire. No rebound. As Blanchard will stop that with J.D. Trainer outstretched in front from King's Edge Hill School. Played last season, tied for third in scoring in U15 for the Tricom Thunder. And that is one thing, as we said, you're going to hear a lot of the U15 last year, a lot of top scorers. For Team Zach O'Brien, among the top scorers last year, 5 of the top 5 and 14 of the top 20 from the U15 league last season, and Team Luc Bourdon, 11 of 20 among the top scorers of the circuit last year. It's grabbed with open ice. Alex Deschamps tried to move the blue line. Rogerson got a shot quickly, but that was stopped by Ackerman. 4 players battle for it along the boards. It does come loose back to the line. It comes out, says the linesman, as Zach Gill tried to play it back in, but the faceoff will come outside the blue line. As we said, both teams will play tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon. That Sunday game, Team Newfoundland, Team Zach O'Brien will play in the early morning slot regardless. So that 9:15 Atlantic time, that would be 9:45 Newfoundland time. They got to get their way back to the Rock. Blake and Rogerson exchanging discussions with the linesman. I think we've seen 10 players kicked out of faceoffs so far in this one. It would be Sahaj Paul to take the draw, but it's won cleanly by Rogerson. LeBlanc softly sent over. Gucci with a nifty play to play it ahead, but Deschamps had to stop it to prevent the offside. Maloney behind the referee. Come over for Dyke. Dyke scooping around Rogerson. This team Bourdon is attacking with speed now, but it's speed coming back the other way. Blake, Sahaj Paul to the net, but that was broken up. Blake will pick it back up in the corner. Deschamps is the 15's tangle, and it's picked up in stride by Rogerson. Rogerson with McElwraith. Rogerson will shoot, but didn't get much on it, and it missed over blocker's side. Gucci, far point, that one off of Connors and into the Team O'Brien bench. Coaching staff for Team O'Brien, coaches Doug Jackman, Adam Collins, and Justin Parsons. That's Doug Jackman from the Pinnacle Growlers, Adam Collins, Justin Parsons from the Mount Pearl Blades. Also within the contingent is goaltender coach Mike O'Brien, physiotherapist Jeff Weber, and director of operations is Jerry Wicks. For Team Luc Bourdon, the coaches Phil Richer, Francis Rochon, and Justin Braun. Dumped in by Summers back behind the net. Rolling puck. Nearly picked up by Burns. But it's grabbed by Team O'Brien coming back the other way. It was Philpott who softly left it there for Shepard. Summers on the forecheck. Shepard will come out from behind the net. He'll softly feed it closely to Crane. Crane trying to cut around Murphy, can't do it. Was closed off, and Murphy tried to play it up, but that was sealed off by Crane with a nifty move. Bouncing puck to the slot, but it's grabbed by Simon Bourque. His pass up just too far for Summers. It'll come over for Chafe to dump it in. Blanchard back behind the net. Wraps it along the boards. And that soft feed from Savoie picked up by Philpott, sent deeper. Rolling puck behind the net is Hanna. But in on the forecheck is Chafe. Savoie will try to pick up speed, is tripped up by Philpott. And coming back the other way is Team O'Brien. Button had it, but poked off at the line, and that will draw the offside call. So we mentioned for Team Luc Bourdon, Philippe Richer from Edza South, Francis Rochon from the Northern Moose, and Justin Braun from the Fredericton Caps. Also within the group, physiotherapist Tim Green from the Caps. Director of Hockey Operations is Brogan Bailey of Hockey New Brunswick, and the equipment manager Jessica Sears from the Moncton Flyers. Declan Flynn will send it down. Blanchard couldn't quite handle it behind the net. Seau will try to whack the rolling puck and does. A 2-on-1 coming in. Rogerson with Béliveau to the net. He'll shoot. That one stopped by Ackerman. Béliveau will chase and follow in the corner. It's picked up by Seau. Seau completing the trio. Shot from the high slot. That one over the goal. Back to the point. Pelletier, he'll take the wrist shot, blocked in front by Béliveau, wanted to turn and fire in the slot. That one blocked by Button. Button will slowly skate it up, crossing red, and dump it down. We're nearing the halfway point of the third period. Puck eluded Blanchard and nearly taken away on the forecheck from Hurley, but it's grabbed by Gill. Along the boards, picked up now by Rogerson. He'll drop it back to Seau. Down low is Rogerson, lets it go for Béliveau, is tripped up. And a penalty coming up here to the chagrin of the faithful from the Rock. But a tripping call, and Team Bourdon will go to the power play. Dyke for tripping for the second time this afternoon. And the Newfoundland contingent will argue this as power plays are 5-0 in favor of Team Bourdon, who have not committed an infraction thus far. Moore, Gavin Smith, and Clark with LeBlanc and Gucci on the back end for the power play. Four-car smash along the boards, killing off time. LeBlanc tries to kick it ahead. Gucci coming in to help out. Pilgrim tries to scoop it out of there. Banging some more bodies is Gavin Smith. It does come out. More stick tied up back for Gavin Smith. He'll try behind the net. To the far side now is Clark. Gucci up top. Clark settles and fires that one over the goal. LeBlanc back to the point. Gucci. That shot from Clark is loose in front. Couldn't battle to send it to the goal off Pilgrim. Gucci faked the shot. Percy tips it ahead. And a chance for Trainer, but it does come out and slapped away by Percy. As the fans here at the Uniplex get more and more into it. Under 9 to go here in the third period, second minute of this Team Bourdon power play. It's their 5th this afternoon. They're 0 for 4. They have yet to put a puck behind Andrew Akerman, who's performed admirably in the Team O'Brien cage. Faceoff will come just outside the Newfoundland line. Rogerson, Deschamps, McElrath, Hanna, and Murphy. Murphy with it now. Poked off his stick by Chafe. Up front with Crane, Maloney, and Shepard. Murphy with pace. Crosses the blue line, wanted to drop it back to leave for Deschamps to pick up speed. McElrath with it, shot, missed left side, comes up to the top of the dasher and rolls to the point. McElrath in, tripping up Shepard in the process. Maloney along the boards, along with Deschamps and McElrath. It's Crane, back to the point is Hanna. Murphy, tail end of the power play. He'll shoot, looking high blocker, off the stanchion, corralled by Rogerson. Hanna, 5 seconds on the power play. Murphy back up top. Hanna take the wrist shot. That one blocked in front. Murphy, cross ice. Crane blocks that. Now to Hanna. Penalty's over. Murphy tees up, fanned on it. Loose in the open net. Net is off. Team Bourdon is saying the puck went in, but the officials have the arms up to say the net is off. I will say, unlikely video replay be coming. You can certainly rewind it on the stream with 7:44 to go here in the third. Team Bourdon thought they cracked it, but Andrew Akerman and the net came off first. Things getting feisty here in the third period. It's Summer, Savoie, and Burns for Team Bourdon. To the blocker side of Akerman. As Team Bourdon wants an explanation as to why the goal does not stand. Kalen Blake will take the face-off against Burns. Burns getting low and winning the draw cleanly, but too finely it rolls to center. Puck hopped on Zach Gill. Come back to his own zone. Pelletier with it. 7.5 to go in the third. 1-0 for Team O'Brien. Burns couldn't get past the defenseman in Button. Along the boards is Sahaj Paul. Along with Button now. Couldn't wrap it around, was chased out, and Savoie picked his pocket. Into the corner. Savoie with it, pinned up by Sahaj Paul. Battling for it anyway. It's Burns coming out in tight for that pass. Pelletier. Gill the shot. Tipped in front and over the goal. Savoie in the corner. A move around Button. In as well as Burns. Back to the point. Pelletier. Gill over for Burns on the backhand in the right circle. Up top, Pelletier. Not a power play, but it looks like it. Kicked away by Akerman. Gill down low. Looking for Savoie. Team O'Brien foiled that, and they come away with the puck. It's Blake. He'll peel off. Didn't like the look he got. It'll come back behind the net. He'll try the near side now. Sahaj Paul back to the boards. His Button jumping in. 3 Team Bourdon players collapse on him, and it's grabbed by Pelletier. Dylan Pelletier In the corner, out to the slot, coming in is Gill to walk in and shoot. Stopped by Akerman. Rebound is loose, they score! It's a tie game. Off the stick of Zachary Savoie. And Team Bulldogs had a number of chances, finally puts one behind Andrew Akerman, and it's a tie game. 1-1 the score. That goal coming at 13:38. Zach Savoie of the Northern Moose has tied it. It's 1-1. There is overtime if necessary, but we're about 6 minutes away from that being a possibility. Hurley's pinned up along the boards. Ingram will dump it back down, just behind the cage of Blanchard. It's picked up there by Gucci. Gucci dodging Ingram, tapped off his stick by Hurley. Work along the board. Seau will send it back and is sent to the ice. Béliveau will chase in on Shepard. Shepard, who took a whack from Béliveau, and a penalty coming up. Shepard along the boards comes back to Shepard, who took a dodge on a big hit from Béliveau, poked ahead by Dobbin, and the whistle will blow as Gucci touches it, and a slashing call coming up to Brady Béliveau. So Team O'Brien will go to the power play for the first time this afternoon. Brady Béliveau for the Moncton Flyers will sit for 2 or less in the face-off inside the Team Bourdon zone. Glove side on Blanchard. Shepard and Dyke on the back end. Percy, Trainer, and Flynn, the line that led to the goal for Team Newfoundland, is up front. Simon Bourque took the draw but lost it. Shepard. It's Dyke looking for open ice. Back up top is Shepard looking to command. Over for Percy. Into the slot for Flynn, but that one tied up. In front is Burns with Bourque, and on the back end is Hannah and Murphy. Percy with it, right boards, back down low. Trainer, centered out front, Dyke. Up top with room, Shepard. He'll switch spots with Dyke as Shepard comes down low. Behind the net now. Shepard taking the scenic route. Over for Dyke. At the point, cross ice, kicked ahead by Percy. Trainer tied up in front, and Percy will go and corral it. He was looking cross ice, that one blocked as Team Bourdon playing the cross zone feed. Akerman will leave it there for Shepard. The penalty killers change up. It's Gavin Smith and Moore up front. Gill and Gucci on the back end. That pass to Philpott, overskated it. It does come out. The linesman got tangled up, and the far linesman coming in will make the call on the offside. 1:02 to go in the Team O'Brien power play. It's their first this afternoon, and it took about 54 minutes to get one. Blake, Crane, Philpott, Maloney, and Pilgrim is the unit. Maloney will let it settle. He's pinned up by Gavin Smith. And Team Bourdon will corral it. Gill will fire it down. Kalen Blake dodging the forecheck of Gavin Smith, and he goes down in a heap, hanging onto the stick, and he'll let it drop. Picked up now by Philpott. Philpott dodges a check for Crane in the slot. Kicked away by Blanchard and cleared. It's Pilgrim who will pick it up. Can Team O'Brien catch? Team Bourdon on a change. They can't, but they pick up speed. It's Kalen Blake. Whacked off a stick by Deschamps and sent back down. 12 seconds to go in the Team O'Brien power play. Declan Flynn to Philpott, drops it down Blake. Tail end of the power play, and a glove save by Daniel Blanchard. 3 seconds to go in the power play, so this will just about do it. But an offensive zone draw and a chance to get one more opportunity. Up a man for Team O'Brien. Percy, Chafe, and Sahaj Paul with Pilgrim and Declan Flynn. Rogerson and Deschamps up front. And Hannah and Murphy back to even strength as Béliveau is out. Rolling puck comes to Team O'Brien's zone. It's Pilgrim. Percy leaves it for Sahaj Paul with speed. 1-on-5. Collapsing in, but Sahaj Paul pokes it down low. It's Chafe battling for it. Chafe battling a hook from Rogerson into the corner. Joined by Percy to the slot. Sahaj Paul skate to stick off the inside of the post and cleared just wide. Sealed away, but a close opportunity for Team O'Brien. Sahaj Paul off the iron. Murphy off the glass and out to center. McElwraith will battle for it with Pilgrim as he's sent to the ice. Flipped it past Percy, who's able to go and corral it. Rogerson on the forecheck. Team Boudon on the change. Under 3 to go in the third period. A 1-1 tie. Picked up by Rogerson. He's got Summers with him. Rogerson with speed left side. The shot kicked away to the slot, but it's poked away and cleared. Cam LeBlanc with Sahaj Paul in chase. Rogerson with it. He's been flying all over the ice with the puck. He'll pick up speed. Break down left side, send it to the corner. First to it is Summers. Down low, Rogerson. LeBlanc at the point. Gucci. He'll take the wrist shot, punched up high, loose in the slot. As Team Boudon tried to send it to the goal. Summers. It's back for Savoie. Savoie up top, Gucci looking for a wrist shot again. Glove down by Ackerman with traffic in front. No eyes covered by the Newfoundland goaltender. Under 2 to go here in the third period. 1-1 is our score. So again, if it is a tie after regulation, we will have overtime, 3-on-3, 5 minutes. And after that would be a shootout. Face-off won by Team Boudon. Gill, broken up by Pilgrim. To Declan Flynn on the far side, or the near side, excuse me. Picked up there by Ingram, lost it at the line. Savoie trying to gain it. Finally does. Savoie pinned up by Pilgrim. He'll grab the puck back, and it comes back to Gill at the point. Pilgrim. Summers trying to take it away. Pilgrim grabs that. Along the boards, looking for Dobbin. Ingram back to Dobbin, joined by Hurley. Dobbin with a check along the back. Summers took a piece of him. And Blanchard off the top of the dasher and out to the line, but kept in by Pilgrim. Pelletier back to neutral ice. Declan Flynn. Hurley will grab it. Hurley, counter hit on Burns, but Burns comes away with the puck. Savoie couldn't grab, or Sayal, excuse me, and it's dumped in by Hanna. And it's stopped there by Ackerman. Dyke back behind the net to Maloney. We're into the final minute of play here in the third. Jordan Flynn, the goal scorer for Team O'Brien. Percy will send it to the corner. In to grab his trainer with body position to the point, but Dyke was caught the other way. Stretch feed to the tape of Trainer. Now to Flynn, hard pass. Flynn gaining the blue line. Loose to Percy in the slot. He'll peel off to set it up. Half a minute to go. It's Dyke with it. Dyke saucer feed Maloney. Back in the Team O'Brien zone. Smobork on the forecheck. Maloney behind the net. Off the boards and out to center. It's Murphy with it. He'll grab it in the Team Boudon zone. Béliveau, one last gasp for the New Brunswickers. It's grabbed by Bourque. Left circle. Tried to send to the goal, but softly sent it there. Now Trainer will slap it down, and this will do it for regulation time. So stay tuned. So we do have 3-on-3 overtime to come up. A 1-1 ties. Jordan Flynn in the first, and Zachary Savoie in the third period. Flynn at 15:05 of the first, and Savoie at 13:38 of period 3. So overtime still to come, 3-on-3. The way that some of Team O'Brien have been able to handle the puck, a 3-on-3 situation could be quite interesting, and Team Boudon has been able to generate some good chances as well. So certainly a good first game here of the 2024 Quebec Major Junior Hockey League Cup presented by FPS Payment. We'll have the action all weekend long here on Atlantic Hockey Online at AO Live. Thank you for joining us. Mike Sanderson here on the call. Andrew Akerman and Daniel Blanchard in the nets have stopped all but one puck directed each of their ways. They'll go back to their nets. Akerman to the right and Blanchard to the left to start the extra fun. We've got Dyke on the back end with Blake and Crane for Team O'Brien. And for Team Bourdon, they're still in discussion. Rogerson with Murphy and Gucci. So 2 defensemen to start the 3-on-3. It's Dyke who will grab the rolling puck back in the Team O'Brien zone. He'll go back behind the net as Blake will pick it up. Blake dodging Gucci up front. He'll gain the line. Cutting around Rogerson right to the goal. Couldn't get the handle back and a penalty coming up. Rogerson's going to get it. Blake created that play all by himself and drew in. Net is off. Rogerson doesn't like the call, but it's going to be 2 for hooking. So a power play for Team O'Brien, and they'll call the timeout here. 4-on-3 here in overtime. No shortage of weapons for Team O'Brien here on the 4-on-3. And it will be the most important minutes so far of Daniel Blanchard and the St. John Vito's goaltender. 1-1 on the year in his 3 appearances, a .902 save percentage for Blanchard. The other goaltender for Team Bourdon is Adian Green from the Fredericton Caps. The other goaltender for Team O'Brien is William Morgan from the East Coast Blizzard. Timeout is done. The plays are drawn up, and let's see what they come up with. Blake, Zahaj, Paul, Trainer, and Dyke. And to defend the penalty is Bork up front with Gucci and Murphy. So no change on the blue liners. Dyke at the point. Corral the high slot shot in front, tipped in front. Blake got a pair of whacks, but that was stopped. Murphy will clear. Akerman will come out to play it. Instead, Dyke will pick it up as it softly slid its way there. Blake now. With a toe drag and a move to the backhand, he scores! The OT winner! On the power play, and Kalen Blake has the marker as he's mobbed by his Team O'Brien teammates. What a goal! At 51 seconds of overtime, Blake wins it for Team O'Brien. It's a big goal and a big marker right there. Kalen Blake from Mount St. Charles Academy in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. The Corner Brook, Newfoundland native ends it for Team O'Brien here in Game 1. With that, we will be back in not too long from now. Puck drop anticipated in about 15 minutes time. Team Gallant from PEI versus Team Russell from Nova Scotia. I'll have that call as well as you're watching the 2024 QMJHL Cup presented by FPS Payment. Atlantic Hockey Online at AO Live. Game 1 in the books, a 2-1 victory for Team O'Brien. Game 2, Team Gallant and Team Russell is still to come. We'll have that action for you coming up next. You're watching Atlantic Hockey Online at AO Live. Player of the game for Team O'Brien, Andrew Ackerman. Player of the game for Team Nick Bourdon is number 6, Jacob Gucci. So as we've said, next game, stay tuned. Team Gallant and Team Russell still to come on the first day of action. Game 1 in the books. A 2-1 overtime win for Team O'Brien of Newfoundland over Team Bourdon of New Brunswick.